You want to accuse me of being in an inappropriate relationship with my daughter? You guys have sick heads.
There may now be some proof behind some weirder things going on between these two other than just a close relationship.
Hello everyone, I'm Sarah and this is my dad Patrick.
We love to dance together.
And lip sync.
And get a little crazy sometimes.
I don't need help, I'm fine. So just please stop commenting this stuff. I'm fine, you don't have to worry about me.
Alright guys, so that's it. So try this out for yourself. It's actually really good.
His daughter is moving out right when their story account got exposed.
What's your favorite concert you've been to? The only concert I've been to is Big Time Rush.
But through constant love and patience and handling, he's now as docile as a sedated human being.
The first snow has fallen here in Pennsylvania. It's quiet. The darkness comes early, staying longer than usual. This time of the year begs for reflection. Earlier this year, I uploaded a video that soon became my most popular to date. In the video, I talked about a father and daughter named Patrick and Sarah Getchell. The two make videos on TikTok together. And though seemingly innocent at first, viewers soon took notice of a particularly odd video where Patrick proposes to Sarah with a purity ring.
I want to thank you for remaining pure.
What?
I want to give you something.
Okay.
Okay?
What are you doing? What? What is this?
Sarah, will you wear this ring as a sign and a promise to God and to me to remain pure until the day you're married?
Yes.
Okay. This ring will remain on your left ring finger until the day your husband puts another ring there in its place.
Okay.
As a sign that you will remain pure.
This video would change Patrick and Sarah's life forever. For the first time, people were watching their uploads in record numbers. But eventually, the duo would come under fire from a number of online investigators who believed that something inappropriate was going on between the two. And these accusations weren't completely unfounded. In their uploads, Patrick and Sarah are very comfortable with one another physically, often hugging or holding hands. And this physicality, as time went on, was suspected to be only scratching the surface of something much darker.
And I want to thank you all for the great comments. I know there's still some comments out there that are saying, oh, this is a little off, or blink 3 times if whatever. I don't care. These aren't going to affect us. They're not going to affect this channel. We're still going to bring you the dance trends that you love.
So me and my family are out hiking right now, and we saw this comment and had to respond. But this is the last time I'm responding to comments like these. I post all the videos. I read every comment that you guys post. No, I don't need help. I'm perfectly fine. This is my father. We're doing dance trends and other trends on TikTok. There's absolutely nothing going on here. I don't need help. I'm fine. So just please stop commenting this stuff. I'm fine. You don't have to worry about me.
Despite growing concerns that Patrick and Sarah were in a relationship together, the two would continue posting to their TikTok as usual. The account would be renamed from Just a Dad and His Ladybug to the Dad and Daughter Dream Team. Their videos on the page were mostly made up of various dance trends and lip syncs typical for the platform. But hiding elsewhere on a different website was a number of concerning pieces of adult content.
Do you remember the Daddy-Daughter Dream Team? There may now be some proof behind some weirder things going on between these two other than just a close relationship, such as an alleged AI-generated daddy-daughter website/account.
Ariella Brigman was an AI account known for creating adult content prior to being deleted. Not only did Sarah dance to one of Ariala's songs on TikTok, but the AI model was even seen promoting a book called Firebound Harmony that Patrick and Sarah wrote together. It would seem that the ties between Ariala and the dad and daughter dream team seemed to be undeniable. And suspiciously enough, when users started claiming that Patrick and Sarah were behind Ariala Brigman, all of Ariala's accounts were suddenly deleted. But this type of explicit content created by the duo doesn't end here. It's highly suspected that Patrick is also responsible for a Literotica account posting dad and daughter fantasy stories. This came about after Reddit users on r/dad and daughter snark compiled a list of Patrick's emails and tried to make a new account on the site. They were ultimately met with an error message telling them that one of Patrick's emails was already in use. Unsurprisingly, throughout all of this, both Patrick and Sarah have denied these claims time and time again. But after a particular live streaming interview, the duo admitted to almost all of these accusations and even more.
I made that account.
Patrick, thank you. You have been set free, man. You're set free.
I never really liked the idea of doing a follow-up to one of my previous videos because I feel like when people do that, especially time and time again, they're just milking a subject for all that it's worth. I think in this specific situation though, my mind changed when people started sending me messages and emails giving me updates as to what exactly was going on with Patrick and Sarah. And it got to the point where, okay, it's actually worth making another video on this, not only because of the new developments, but previous things that I had talked about in the video prior are now being corrected. You know, there were some things we were uncertain of, but now we know the full scope of what was actually going on. So that's the reason why I wanted to revisit this situation. I think in the last video, I gave Patrick and Sarah the benefit of the doubt a lot of the time. But unfortunately, after some of the things that I've heard, I can't do that anymore. Because some of the things I found are truly and undeniably disturbing. Ever since I started writing videos like this full time, I found that at the end of the day, I sort of need an activity to wind down. I've always loved playing mobile games, and recently I came across something that not only allows me to play mobile games, but earn money while doing so. Thanks to today's video partner, Free Cash, I can earn real money by doing things like playing mobile games or completing surveys on my phone. Recently, I've been playing Monopoly Go, but by visiting the Free Cash homepage, you can choose from a bunch of different games depending on the type of gamer you are. Just make sure that you turn on Enable App Tracking so that you are rewarded properly. As you can see, it's super easy to navigate through Free Cash's menu system, and when cashing out at the end of the day, you can choose between PayPal, Bitcoin, gift cards, and even more. Right now, Free Cash has a 4.8 out of 5 rating based on over 250,000 reviews on Trustpilot. So if you're interested, please make sure to check the link down in the description below or scan this QR code on the screen now. Keep in mind that depending on what country you're from, the interface might look a little bit different than mine, but the functionality is completely the same. Make sure you don't miss out and start earning today. It's best we start where we left off. At the time of making this video, Sarah is about 24 years old. Due to heightened pressure from the internet, she has made the decision to move out of her parents' house. In the process, she and her father are no longer making videos together.
I'm a little nervous about my first night alone, but I'll have Jackie with me to protect me, so I'll be fine. I know you guys are anxious to see the new place, but it is a complete mess right now. So just give me a chance to tidy up and unpack.
Despite the breakup, Sarah still posts to her personal TikTok, a page called All About Sarah. These videos consist mostly of TikTok shop promos and updates on her life. The main subject of her recent uploads are about getting adjusted to her new apartment.
Now, I said I wouldn't do a full apartment tour, but I figured I'd give you guys a little taste of what my apartment looks like. So this is my bed. As you can see, Jackie has kind of taken it over. And then this is my dresser area. I have some pictures of my grandpa, our first ever copy of our book, and something playing on the TV. I can't even remember what was playing at the time I filmed this. And then this is my filming area, my basically quote-unquote living room. I've got my couch with my nice fuzzy blanket over the back of it. That is so comfortable, by the way. And then this is my table, my coffee table. And then this is my kitchen area.
Uploads like these would begin to shed light on a new and disturbing development. Viewers watching Sarah's videos believed she was lying about moving out.
I got a new job! I'm going to be a customer service representative for a local company. Best thing is I get weekends off and I work a consistent schedule.
Now she's moving out. When she said that she wasn't moving out, I mean, the way he was talking, seemed like they were gonna live together forever.
Sarah from the Father-Daughter Dream Team, she made a video claiming that she's moving by herself, and I wish this were true. And she was talking about how she's by herself and stuff, but she's lying, because in that video, around 24 seconds in, you can clearly hear her dad make a grunting / coughing sound in the background. If you go watch that video, you will see what I'm talking about.
Sarah was caught slipping on her recent live.
Jackie's going with us. Jackie is our dog. With us? With me. She's going with me.
We clocked that tea before Sarah even slipped up.
In previous uploads, Sarah claimed to have moved 30 minutes away from Patrick and her mother. But when watching Sarah record around her apartment, something wasn't adding up. Videos filmed in Sarah's apartment were often recorded in 1 or 2 locations, and any and all footage of the rest of the apartment was confined to tight shots and close-ups, as if not to reveal the rest of the space. And though Sarah would claim that this was a matter of privacy, the truth would inevitably come through. These photographs, cross-referenced by dad and daughter snark users, appear to be taken from inside Sarah's parents' house. Cooking utensils seen in Sarah's cooking videos match with previously seen utensils found in Patrick's kitchen. Even the architecture or layout of Sarah's new apartment matches up almost identically to the videos recorded in Patrick's home. According to Sarah, this is her bed located in her new apartment. As users have pointed out, the bed is extremely small, almost as if it's a fold-out or a camping bed of some sort. And when cross-referencing the stand placed next to it, we can see that it is actually the edge of the family's entertainment system, as seen in previous dad and daughter Dream Team uploads. But these were far from the strangest details. This room is one of the locations where Sarah records her videos. The background, as though it would seem, is a shelf of books. But when looking closer, you can see a paper crease running along the entirety of the shelf. This isn't a new room. It's a wall with a backdrop made to look like one. Given all these factors, it would appear as though Sarah was lying. She had never moved out of her father's home. The true nature of Sarah's living situation would be revealed in the aforementioned live-streamed interview. The person conducting the interview, a TikToker named Hannah, presses Sarah on the fact that so many people believe that she's lying about moving out. Unable to run from it any longer, Sarah reveals the truth.
So how are you getting transportation back and forth to your job and seeing your parents every day? Are they coming to you? Are you going to them? Are you Ubering? What does that look like?
Okay, well, first of all, I want to make this very clear. I did move out, but I didn't move far. I moved to the next building because it's easier that way. That way they don't have to go very far. when they need to pick up Jackie, because again, I don't want to leave her alone for 10 hours per day with her anxiety issues. And the reason I don't show my whole apartment is for my own personal safety reasons, because I just don't like that's like my own space. I just don't want to be showing my entire personal space online.
And of course, you know, I guess it probably would be a good idea to explain why you lied about being 30 minutes away.
It's because I didn't want, I don't really know how to explain it. I didn't want people to like come at me because I didn't move farther away. Like I didn't want to be, you know, bullied into like, why didn't you move further away? Why did you only move out of the building? It's personal safety reasons. Like I don't want to be attacked because I didn't move far enough away.
Sarah had in fact lied about moving out. Her reason for doing so was an attempt to escape the countless people online criticizing her for being so close to her father, Patrick. In my previous video on this subject, I had mentioned that yes, Sarah is now an adult, but if in fact she is in some type of weird relationship with her father, that relationship was most likely set in stone when she was younger. And if that is the case, then Sarah is a victim. But the fact remains, Sarah has a lot of similarities to her father. They're both compulsive liars. They both had this weird obsession with a woman who has since blocked them on all of her platforms, which is something that I had neglected to talk about in the previous video.
Buddy, thank you guys for coming! What's up? Oh, it's been way too long!
The woman seen hugging Patrick and Sarah in this video is Jenna Frank. Jenna is the daughter of the original Green Power Ranger, Jason David Frank. Following Jason's death, Jenna continued making appearances at conventions in an effort to carry on her father's legacy. In the process, she has become somewhat of an influencer herself. At one of these conventions in particular, Jenna met Patrick and Sarah. During the interaction, Jenna appears to be very friendly with the family. But it appears that Sarah took this kindness as something much more.
Can I ask you a question? Yeah. Are you doing anything tomorrow? I'm leaving tonight, dude. You're leaving tonight? Yeah, bro. I'm right after something. Next weekend, my dad's staying, so. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm here for things. Yeah, you were in Dallas. We were talking to see you.
Following this first meeting, Sarah would become obsessed with Jenna, taking to social media and referring to Jenna as her bestie. Sarah would often make edits of her and Jenna's interactions over the years. If you can't tell from the footage, all of these interactions take place at convention meet and greets, interactions that Sarah and her family had to pay to attend. This would, for obvious reasons, raise criticism from a number of Dad and Daughter Dream Team viewers who believed that Sarah had developed some sort of parasocial relationship with Jenna. But this wouldn't stop Sarah from insisting that she and Jenna were very, very close. At some point, following comments like this, Sarah logged onto Instagram before navigating over to Jenna's page. To her surprise, Jenna had blocked her. It's uncertain whether Jenna had found out about Sarah's obsession with her on her own, or if followers of the Dad and Daughter Dream Team had reached out to Jenna to warn her. Regardless, the two have not spoken to each other since.
The day after we got back, I went to Instagram to check on her story and just like see if she had seen mine, because I posted a story about it. I wanted to see if she had seen it. And I got a reply from her. And then shortly after that, I went back to Instagram and it looked like I had been blocked. And we thought it was just an Instagram glitch because that's happened before. You know, we've been accidentally blocked on another social media and we fixed it. She was apologetic and we fixed it. But this time, she did actually block me, and I didn't get a reason. I didn't understand why she did it. I didn't get any kind of explanation. So I think maybe some trolls were like messaging her or emailing her. And like he said, we haven't messaged her because we don't want to come off as stalkers. I don't understand. I don't know why she blocked me.
This bizarre behavior from Sarah has raised questions from online investigators regarding Sarah's mental state. While most of the blame has and should be placed on Patrick, others believe that Sarah is also deeply unstable, as evidence suggests through this behavior with Jenna. But though it appeared that Jenna Frank was no longer a part of Patrick and Sarah's life, Dad and daughter Snark found some deeply unsettling comparisons between the AI model Ariella Brigman account and Jenna Frank herself. As mentioned before, Ariella Brigman is an AI account suspected to be created by Patrick or Sarah. The account is known for producing adult material on various platforms. When word started getting around about what was happening between Sarah and Jenna, internet investigators began to take a closer look at Jenna's social media accounts. From here, they started to make some disturbing comparisons between Jenna and Ariella Brigman. Ariella Brigman shares a shocking resemblance to Jenna Frank, a woman Sarah was obsessed with. The facial structure, in particular, appears to be a straight rip from Jenna's photos, almost as if Patrick or Sarah used some of Jenna's photos for reference when constructing Ariella. With these accusations building up that Patrick and Sarah had created Ariella, Patrick couldn't stay silent.
Here's another piece of logic for you people, because apparently you don't use your logical brains. You only see what you want to see. So answer me this question. If in fact I did create that account, if in fact it was me, back when the Ariella account was first discovered, all of her accounts disappeared after it was posted on Reddit, which is kind of suspect to me. Not because I did it, because quite frankly, you know, there's no way it could be tied to me. Why would I abandon it if I was trying to get it anywhere with it? But here's the thing. Every single account, including her song, because we couldn't even find her song on Spotify anymore after that. Every single trace of this Ariella Brigman character was erased from the internet. If in fact it was me, knowing how deep Reddit dives into our life, why would I delete every single piece of information about Ariella off the internet except for that?
This would be the first of many videos created by Patrick addressing any accusations regarding he and his daughter's involvement with the Ariella Brigman account. Each read the same: denial. But it wouldn't stay that way for long. Following the countless attempts to clear he and Sarah's name, Patrick finally decided to put an end to it all.
I just think if you're just honest about this, people will finally be like, oh my God, thank God. Like, here we are, the truth. Like, people will start to trust you. You want that, right?
Yeah, but here's the thing. Honestly, you know what? Fuck it. Honestly, yeah, I created the Ariella account. I made that account.
Patrick, thank you. You have been set free, man. You're set free. Doesn't that feel good? Sarah, give your father a hug. Give that man a hug, because that is the most amazing thing you could have done for yourself. Really, I'm air hugging you. Good job. Seriously, you are.
Honestly, I didn't want to do it the way it went, but I will tell you, I am 100% shocked
create erotica.
I believe you.
No way. I would never go that far.
This clip, where Patrick admits to creating the Ariala accounts, would go extremely viral. And while some, including Hannah who was interviewing him, would praise Patrick for his honesty, others weren't so forgiving. Not only did Patrick admit to creating adult content that both he and his daughter Sarah interacted with on Instagram and TikTok, but in doing so, he also admitted to lying to his audience about creating the account time and time again. Patrick would later state that his intention in creating the Ariala accounts was to receive brand deals and cash in on Ariala's FanView account, which offered explicit material in exchange for money. But there was something this interview never covered, a development regarding Ariala that came after the fact. An account said to be run by Patrick, which published dad and daughter fantasy stories. In my previous topic on this video, I had mentioned the website Literotica, which is basically kind of what it sounds like. It's a website where authors can write fan fiction or any array of adult-themed stories. And there is an account on that website that was believed to be created by Patrick. And though he denies any involvement with it, there is an account on Literotica under the name Ariala. And the account is, of course, no longer available, but when using the Wayback Machine, we can kind of get a pretty good glimpse at the type of stories that this account was responsible for. And unfortunately, upon looking at these archival images, it doesn't take long to see the similarities between the Ariala Brigman that we know and Patrick himself. Ms. Ariala is the name shown in this archival image from Literotica. The name is spelled exactly the same way as it is on other accounts run by Patrick. On top of that, the profile picture is the exact same photo used on the now defunct Ariala Brigman Instagram page. At the time this archived image was taken, the account only had a single story. The title of this story was Dad and Me Chapter 1, The Beginning. Hello, my name is Ariala. I've been wanting to tell my story for a long time, but it isn't something I can talk about with a lot of people. Even living in Rhode Island, where it is legal, it is still frowned upon and considered wrong. I don't really understand why. What difference does it make if family members want to be involved? Hell, nowadays it is acceptable to engage in activity with multiple people that you barely know, but not with the people you were closest to and have a bond of trust with. To say I cannot read or talk about the rest of this story is an understatement. It's exactly as bad as you'd expect. The story reads like a confession. Patrick, through the voice of Ariala, attempting to justify his inner turmoil. A quick look at the story info will give you all of the information you need. Your imagination will have to do the rest. The crazy thing is that up until this point, Patrick denied having anything to do with this Literotica. In all of his interviews and response videos, his stance remained the same. He would never write something so disgusting. But when looking at his interview confession, which includes any accounts run by Ariala Brigman, why would it not include this one? Well, some leaked messages exchanged between Patrick and this interviewer, Hannah, would reveal everything. Patrick Getchell is a compulsive liar. Whether it be him denying his involvement with Ariala or the fact that Sarah never moved out of his house, these are only two instances showcasing this man's dishonesty. And after messages exchanged between Hannah and Patrick were leaked, there was little left to question. Patrick was never the innocent man he claimed to be. So yes, I wrote that story. That is the only story like that I have ever written. It was complete fiction, and it was hard for me to even write it. I was being stupid and trying to get traction for the whole AI account, and as terrifying as it is, most of the top read stories on Literotica are from that category. There, I said it. Now you know everything that we have lied about, except for one thing. Sarah never moved out completely. We got a 2-bedroom apartment at the extended stay, and the second bedroom has a second kitchen and a door, so it is kind of the same, but not really. So many people were pressuring her to move out that she just wanted to try and get a break from it all, and she didn't want to leave TikTok, so she felt it was better to just make people believe she left. That is it, and that is the full truth. But in order to truly understand how I could possibly justify trying to make money off that, then my life and the events leading up to it are even more important. So do with this info what you will. If you are willing to hear the rest, then I will put together a biography of my life as short as I can make it. Following this message, Patrick and Hannah go on to talk about their interview with one another, and Patrick's desire to free himself from these dark secrets he's been keeping. Hannah agrees with him. The truth is the truth no matter what. I have never done anything to harm or my family. I've never even thought about it. I am just a father trying to give my family the best life I can. Did I go too far and make a horrible mistake one time? Yes, I own up to that, but I will not admit to things I never did, or accounts I've never seen. So there it is, the truth. I understand that is your truth. People from your past have started to talk and are stating otherwise. I'm talking like 10 plus years ago. I'm just trying to understand why people would want to hurt you if it's not true. I wish the hell I knew. I've always been nice to everyone, unless they aren't nice to me. I have had friends, and most people I meet like me, at least to my face. I have no idea why anyone would be telling things that aren't true. Also, just a thought, but if all these people from 10 plus years ago had these suspicions or concerns, why are they only coming forward now? Why only after we started getting the heat? Why wait? So they see what others are saying, and now it's, oh yeah, I always thought something strange was happening, or some other crap. In the final messages shared with one another, Patrick makes one last remark regarding the story that he wrote under the Ms. Ariella account. I will admit that choosing that specific topic was probably the stupidest decision of my life. With all the rumors about Sarah and I should have never even considered it. I literally dug my own grave and buried myself with that one stupid choice. If I had written just a normal erotic story, then all of this wouldn't be an issue. But I had to try and boost popularity by writing something that would be read by lots of people. And the top read stories on Literotica are from that category. So, as they say, the rest is history. As it currently stands, Sarah has yet to publicly comment on her father's confessions. During their interview, when Patrick admits to the Ariella accounts, Sarah remains quiet. And while we can't confirm anything, many people watching the video view this as a sign that she already knew that her father was doing these things. She shows no reaction of shock or any surprise whatsoever. Following Patrick and Sarah's interview with Hannah, both have removed the Dad and Daughter Dream Team TikTok account from the platform, as well as their own personal accounts. It would seem that at this juncture, neither know how to come back from this, which leaves only Dad and Daughter Snark, as well as the rest of the internet, waiting with anticipation. Since their disappearance, speculation has been going around that Patrick and Sarah are still active on the internet, but just using different accounts. This wouldn't be too hard to believe, considering that during their time on the internet, both have almost always used multiple accounts, no matter the platform. Sarah didn't just have All About Sarah, she also had Made with Love by Sarah. Patrick has not just had one YouTube channel, but at least 3. The same goes for Instagram. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that they are still posting somewhere. They just haven't been found yet. As of making this video, one of the accounts in particular is suspected to be an OF account run by Sarah. According to Reddit, a user on the Snark page took some screenshots from one of Sarah's videos and ran it through a website that uses facial recognition in order to search for all images of the person across the internet. This was said to have led the user to an OF account supposedly run by Sarah. I'm hesitant to believe that this is legit, given that the screenshot shows that she used her real name. And though websites like this require a legal ID in order to register an account, I have a hard time believing that with everything going on, Sarah would actually make a decision like this. Not to mention, sites like these, though well protected, have had instances of fraud in the past. If there are accounts out there linked to Patrick or Sarah, it's only a matter of time before the internet finds them. So as it stands right now, I have no intention on continuing this saga, so to speak. So I really just want to, I guess, close the door with some final statements. This video would not be possible without online investigators like those operating under the Dad and Daughter Snark subreddit. And also not to mention TikTok pages like the Dad and Daughter Nightmare Team. Both of these accounts have been instrumental in helping creators like myself, as well as others who have talked about the topic, find the compiled information that we need. But like some other people who have visited these accounts have pointed out, it doesn't take long when scrolling on them to, I guess, find some rather problematic stuff. And while I understand that people have frustrations, especially with Patrick and Sarah, I don't think that resorting to things like derogatory name calling or, like commenting on Patrick and Sarah's appearance in a rude manner is particularly helpful. By doing things like this, I feel like it not only taints the reputation of these pages, but it also sort of, vanquishes any sort of journalistic integrity that these pages have. There could be, in the future, a legitimate court case here, and I feel like by doing things that jeopardize any of the evidence provided from these pages, we are failing to do what we sought out to do, if that makes sense. This also goes hand in hand with, the message that I put at the beginning of the video, please don't reach out to anyone, because I totally understand that it is tempting, but at the end of the day, what needs to happen is justice. And I don't want that justice to be obstructed, I guess, by people interfering with the case. I really do understand that it can be tempting, especially given what we've talked about in this video, but it is so important that justice is served. That to me trumps any sort of, name calling or derogatory remark that could be thrown at them. So for those who are reporting on the case, whether it be the Snark page or pages on TikTok, please keep on doing what you are doing and continue maintaining that integrity. I thank you all for watching this video, and as always, please stay safe out there. Thanks again to Free Cash for helping me out with this video. Once this is posted, I'm gonna go check out and see how much I've earned since downloading, and I strongly encourage you to try it out as well.